welcome back to another Foxy No Tell live stream here on the Just SMP Create server. That's not quite right. Good Create Just SMP. That thing that I play on in Minecraft that I remember the name of every day. True story. How's everybody doing today? We've got a Mr. Bobbly Books. Good morning, Mr. Foxy. Stam's in chat saying good day, Mr. Foxy. Nate Stein says Foxy, first time chatting. Crimson Tide, Monty OX, Somerset up north, Cool, Doogie Charlie, Raven Wars, Nix 199. There's a whole bunch of people saying hello. Well, hello there. How are we all doing today? We got some work to do. In fact, I've got an awful lot of work to do. I'm going to need a lot of tough to do that work. So first thing I'm going to do is raid my chests for many tough. And I say when I, raid my chests loosely, it's just a big old vault, isn't it? So it's not really chests at all. Wow, many first-time chatters. Hello, welcome to the channel and the stream and stuff. How's everybody doing? You could raid Stam's chest. Stam doesn't have chest either. He has storage system, I believe. Tough. We're going to need a whole bunch of cut tough, a whole bunch of cut bricks. Oh, geez, we're going to need a lot. So let's just get a couple more shulkers worth of normal tough, and we'll do a bit of crafting before we start. And while we do that, I'm going to go there, like that. I'm very small now. Oh, no. I'm so small. Rumi is good, and yourself. Oh, Stam wasn't meant to see that comment, says Robin Graves. Stam wouldn't mind giving me all of his stuff. Stam's a nice sort of person that does those nice sorts of things. I'm sure if I asked, genuinely, Stam, can I have everything you've got? He'd be like, yeah, no problem. It only take me 5 minutes to completely rebuild everything and do it all again. Because Stam is somehow faster than anyone else I've ever seen at Minecraft and still manages to stay alive. I don't know how he does it. He just does. It's quite irritating, to be honest with you. I want to kill him most of the time for being so good at it. But there we go. We can't all be as good as Stam. I'd never raid someone else's storage system, says Stam. That's why we've all locked ours, because nobody raids them on a regular basis. And that's many cut toughs. Got plenty of that now. Now I need lots of the other type of tough. The tough bricks. Oh, look at that. I've got 28,000 of those types. I wonder how I got those in an upcoming episode coming soon to a place near you. If you're wondering, that sort of thing, like this week video and whatnot, it's going to be late. It's been a busy week. There's a lot going on at home and things. I've got a big old kitchen being delivered tomorrow, so chances are video's going to be very late this week. So yeah, that's a thing. My apologies. Can't all be perfect like Stam and do videos every 10 minutes. Oh, got lots of chatting going on. Still haven't slept, almost 7 a.m. where I am, says Gabby Baby. 5 minutes, you're giving him time for 3 minutes for tea. I know. No, I'm generous like that. If he's going to give me all of his stuff, I should give him, a few extra minutes to have a cup of tea after he's finished, rebuilding everything he's ever done. I couldn't even get a video for this week, says Stam. Oh, Stam, have you got a kitchen being delivered as well? And has it been half term for your kids? Imagine being human, says Nate Stein. Just imagine. Wouldn't that be weird? Thank you very much for subscribing with Prime, both Buster and Pikachu the Pika TTV. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, Stam was away. Well, that's cheating, Stam. You're not allowed to go away. Everybody knows you're not allowed a holiday in Minecraft, especially on YouTube. Holiday's banned. Unless it's me, I'm allowed to go on holiday. But everybody else is banned from holidays. It's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. More tough. I don't need anywhere near as much as this. So I'm just taking plenty so that I don't run out. Hi, Stam. I'm busy catching up on your videos, says Raven Wars. Posture checks already. Oh, jeez. I'll sit up straight. I'm sorry. Holidays are banned for YouTubers, says Stam. Yeah, it's the true story. It's an absolutely true story. What other blocks do I need? I was using the wiggly ones as well, wasn't I, in the pillar blocks? So let's make a bunch of those. Bunch of the wiggly ones, them ones. Oh, I've got plenty of those, so we'll just take a whole bunch of those. Take a shulker of those. And then I'm going to need another shulker for the other bits and bobs. Hi, Foxy No-Tail. What are you doing today? I'm streaming, Lexio. That's what I'm doing. And in the stream, I'm going to be continuing my boat tunnel that we started in the last stream that I still haven't put the stream VOD up on my second channel yet. I've just been that busy. I can't help it. I'm running out of tuff. I need more tuff. If only there was a shop on the server that sold it, but alas, I don't believe there is. Can I turn this stuff into normal tuff? That would be useful. Because I need the other type as well, don't I? There is a tough shop, says Mr. Bobley, but no, I don't think so. No. It would have been nice, but I just don't think so. It's not like Mr. Beardstone's got a big machine making tons and tons and tons and tons of it. I just don't believe that's true. I'll just have to suffer. I'll just make as much as I can. I think if a shop sold tough, Stan would have bought it out. Maybe. Maybe. The thing is, Stan would rather steal it than buy it out, I think. Right, I think I was using this stuff. No, that one. Pretty sure I was using that. And I don't think I was using tough pillars, but I probably was. So I'm going to probably end up back in here in a minute, getting all that stuff. We can always make more when we get there. I think I may have left a crafting table and the stone cutter over there. I can't remember if I came back and organised my chests afterwards. I might have done. Let's just grab some stuff in case. If there's a stone cutter in here, there isn't. So I may well have left stuff over there, or been a good little foxy and put it away in my ender chest. Oh, I'm going to need more fuel for my jetpack as well. If only there was a jetpack fuel shop on the server. But there isn't. There just isn't. All of the things I need, there just isn't any of. It's sad, but that's just the way it goes. I'll just have to craft a whole bunch more of it. Many. 512 should do, I think. Thank you. Life as a shopkeeper can be tough, says Mr. Fibble. Foxy, can't you make an auto cut thingy at this point? I could, but it's not very useful when I'm not, because I'm working away from my base, so I'd have to keep coming back and running it through. And to be fair, they only do an item at a time. If you do it yourself, you can do a stack at a time. It's a little bit more manual, but it works. All right, let's grab all of this stuff. This stuff, do you get it? Oh. Good jokes. Foxy, are you making Mr. Beardstone's business sad? Yes. Yes. Oh, hang on a minute. I should probably fix my pickaxe before we go anywhere. That means I'm going to need to restock some XP stuff in here. Let's grab a few experience nuggets. The fox came out of his hole again. Hi, good to see you, friend, says Neon God. Hello there. How you doing? No, that one. A couple of them, please. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely and repaired. Nice. Shove them in there, grab that, stick that back in there, and let's go! Do you got a steam engine? No. No, I don't. Do you? Oh, that's nice down here. Foxy, what mod pack did you start playing that got you into Builder's Jetpack? Or was it just preference on this mod pack? Basically, how it happened was I wanted a jetpack and we were going for just create. You know, the whole idea of this server is it's just create. But I'm not particularly confident or able at things most of the time in Minecraft. So I prefer a jetpack so I can reach high up places. I always put windows in so I can't get in. So I can reach high up places in order to get places. And Mr. Beardstone and everyone else on the server said, no, Foxy No-Tail, you're not having one. So I said, what if I find literally the worst jetpack in existence? Can I have one? And they said, how bad is it? And I found the builder's jetpack and I showed it off to them and they laughed hard and said, yes, you can have that. Oh, I did leave stuff over here. Oh, look, I got more stuff. Thank you very much, Throwlash, for not throwing it down. Don't need any of that right now. That's actually so funny, says Mr. Bobbly Books. Yeah. It wasn't meant to be funny. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade on the builder's jetpack because someone put a lot of time and effort into making it, but as jetpacks go, it's awful. I mean, it runs through fuel quicker than you can say, oh dear, my fuel's about to run out. It's glitchy because you don't actually need fuel for it, as it turns out. If I put that fuel away in there, my jetpack has got 10% of fuel in it. So now I just fly up here. I'm going to wait for that fuel to run out. Oh, there we go. It's run out. But now my fuel's back at 100%. So I'm just going to fly up again and wait for that one to run out. And then when that one runs out, it's going to go straight back to 100% again. But we don't do cheating on the Just Create SMP. Did you manage to get a conduit? No, I haven't been off going for conduits yet. But look how quick it runs out. 100%. So one fuel thing would have run out if I had one in my inventory in that amount of time. It's ridiculous. Builder's jetpack code leaves the chat. There we go. And now it's 100% again, so I can fly again. Yeah, so it doesn't work. It's very slow. It's awkward, but it's way better than not having one, in my personal opinion. Right, now I need to organise these chests properly because I've made a right hash of this. So that's my tuff. That's my standard tuff. Let's stick that over here. That's my cut tuff. Put that next to it. There's my tough bricks. Let's shove that there. There's the other type of tough bricks. So we'll put that one there. They're wiggly ones. So we'll put those there. That's a random assortment of stuff from last time I was here that looks useful. So we'll put that there. That's the pillar block thingies. So we'll put that there. And then it's just random stuff. So we'll put that there, put that there. Don't need anything else out of here. It would be nice to have a chest to dump stuff in that's not full like the one that's over there. So let's just grab a bit of wood. And let's do that. Oh, I've got 4 of them. Lovely. Why not use them all? And we'll shove all of this stuff in there for now. We'll keep that one on us. Don't need rockets. Let's get building. Why don't you have a steam engine? I don't, because the way the server is going at the minute, there's a bit of a storyline involved that means I can't really have one. So if you watch my videos, you'll understand. Where are you? I'm in Britain. Where are you? How long do you think it will take before your base is built? I haven't even gone to my main base area yet, so a long time. I'm enjoying being at spawn. I want to try and do as much as I can at spawn. I keep coming up with as many ways as possible to interact with the other players at spawn to try and keep the life on the server, because my worry is once everyone goes off to their main bases, it's going to be very difficult to run into each other regularly. So I want to kind of just make the most of being at spawn for as long as possible, because I can build a main base whenever, you know. I'm enjoying working around here and bumping into people and having shenanigans. So that's my goal, is to keep the life going at spawn by any means necessary. Foxy, I'm a really big fan, says the real beige SMP. Wow. How much air CFM do you have? Cubic feet per meter, that is, in terms of fans. How many air do you blow? That sounds so wholesome, says Gamer Frog was taken. Foxy's the master of shenanigans, says Mr. Bobbly Books. I try. Not all of my shenanigans are appreciated by everyone, but I try. In fact, we were just having a conversation today, Stan, weren't we, about some of my ideas that weren't ever so well appreciated at this moment in time. But I'm sure we can explore that a little bit later on. When is the next episode coming? Well, I wanted it to be Wednesday. It's not going to happen for Wednesday because I've got a lot of editing to do it all on it already, from just sort of side things that have gone on before I've even actually started doing anything mainstream or mainline. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's probably Friday, but I've got a kitchen being delivered on Thursday, so if I make Friday, that would be amazing. But I can't guarantee. I'm not making any guarantees. It's going to be basically as soon as possible. What are you building? I'm just decorating this tunnel that's for my boat. So for the storyline, can't you just make a farm to automate 99% of create? Well, I kind of... No, not really. You see, the thing is, if we all do everything, then there's no reliance on each other. So Chosen's got like a factory that pretty much automates all of create, and he's made an amazing shop from it. So if I was to do that, I wouldn't then have any need or desire to go shopping at Chosen's shop, and that would be a bit sad. So I kind of don't want to do early on the same stuff as everyone else, and I also don't want to, you know, game myself off the SMP. If I've done everything, then why would I need to be here? If you know what I mean. So it's yeah, there's reasons to my slowness. I could just do everything, you know, as quick as I wanted to, but I choose to go slowly to not exhaust myself of ideas and content, really. I'm sure you guys would be quite annoyed if you watch my video content if I was like, right, I've done it all in 3 weeks, I've got nothing left to do now, so I'll see you next season. Be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Kind of base are you going to make? I've no idea. Genuinely no idea. I would be open to ideas if people have got them, but I don't know. I did have some ideas, but I don't think they're going to work because I had some quite crazy ideas. Is it your real voice? Says Millie Camper. I don't use someone else's voice. Well, not while I'm streaming, at least. Depends if I'm playing a character or not, but right now, this is me. Thank you very much for the subscription, Zenith Nyut. Perhaps good to have divided up farms, wood, stones. Well, I did suggest that at the beginning of the SMP, but people didn't want to not be able to do things. So that didn't go very far. I'd have been open to doing that, but I can understand the hesitation from more technical players and people that just want to do everything because, you know, that's their content, it's what they choose to do. But yeah, that's not a bad idea if you're... Yeah, basically, yes. Yes, good idea. I need more lanterns. I didn't bring any lanterns with me. Maybe you can make multiple flying islands or make a secret underground facility. I do like doing underground stuff because, let's be honest, I'm not the most confident of builders. I do like doing underground stuff. But the problem with doing underground stuff, it's really difficult to take a thumbnail of and get people excited to watch a video. So I try and avoid it. I know, obviously, I've got an underground workshop in this, but that's why we've got a floating crazy sky island in order for me to be like, oh, don't just live underground. Look, there's other stuff going on. So yeah, I'd enjoy doing that, but unfortunately, it's not good for being a YouTuber building everything underground. Oh, see, this is oh jeez. Here we go. Look, there we go. This is why we need lanterns. What about recreating Rome and selling the island to Legion? I don't need to do that. I'm sure Legion's capable of recreating Rome all on his own. Will you continue your solo world? Says I3 Vidunzi. At some point, yes. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Don't ask me difficult questions. Yeah, the plan is to, but I'm having a very nice time on here at the moment, so I don't want to do anything to stop me doing this, and I'm not very good at doing two things at once, like eating and talking, apparently. A water world floating base, seeing as you've been flooded out once already. I don't know if I like playing in water. I know I've done an awful lot of it on this series, but I've not enjoyed much of it. Water in Minecraft's not the best fun. Does someone on the server have a gold farm? Probably. Haven't got any lanterns. Have I got any torches? Yes, I've got lots of torches. Have I got any nuggets? No, so we need lots of iron nuggets. Okay. We can do this. When will you make the power plant? Well, I'm going to start, hopefully in the video that I'm working on at the moment, decorating. In fact, I was tempted to actually start working on the decoration of that in today's stream. But kind of want to get this. I don't want to see. I've got a lot of projects to do at the moment, and I want to get them done in order, if you like. So I'm not just a bit of that one, a bit of that one, a bit of that one. At least that's the plan. No, I don't want to put that in there. Keep spitting them out on the floor. Wouldn't it be nice if you had your little crafting grid while you were actually accessing an inventory? That'd be nice. I bet there's a like a mod thing you can get to do that. Go in. I'm on this server, and I think the main course of TPS drop says Nibit. You're not on this server, Nibit. We can make loads. I don't want 375. We'll just go for 128 for now. That'd be plenty, I think. I'm on the server too, says Nitbit. That says Mr. Bob probably. No, you're not on this server. You're telling me lies. Unless you're talking about a different server. Here we go. Many lanterns. When will you make Minecraft Create Season 1 solo work? Beg your pardon? I'm a... Stam, you're on this server. I'm actually egg, sus, says Mr. Blobby Brooks. I don't believe you. Your cam doesn't autofocus. Doesn't focus. Yeah, because I've got Minecraft Steve behind me there, it seems to think that the focus should be on him sometimes. It's a bit weird. It has got autofocus, but it's a Lumix, Panasonic, and they are renowned for just being awful at focusing. So I do apologise. Not a lot I can do about it, other than buy another camera, I suppose. Most of the time I'm in focus, just not always. Right, what were we doing here? I think it was a gap of 5, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the lantern, yeah. Let's get ready with this then. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need a couple more of these. 5, and then lantern. Let's put jetpack back on so I can fly around a bit easier. No way, the entire chat's on this server. Apparently they are. It's on the server too. That's that squid right there, says Robbie. What country do you live? Says that person whose name I can't pronounce. I live in England. I'm that cardboard box in the corner of your hidden in your base, isn't it a bit? Little does Foxy know we're all in boxes on his boat. No! Thank you very much, Owen. Subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. If you want a jetpack in Create, why don't you use the jetpack Create add-on? Because I wasn't allowed a good one. The only jetpack mod I was allowed was a bad one. We're all in containers on the boat. There's a man on my boat, says Mr. Blobby Brooks. Yeah, there was absolutely a man on my boat. And then Pikachu says, "Miss Beer's down." The Create Jetpack mod is too OP, says, but I don't think so. I'd quite happily play with the Create Jetpack. I think it's a great mod. I'd also quite happily play with what they call them, with backpacks. Love backpacks. I'm genuinely quite missing having backpacks on here. I know there's other ways of doing it. We could just carry contraptions with storage around with us, but nothing's quite as convenient as a backpack, is it? I'm not allowed backpack. I mean, to be fair, we do have a mod, thanks to me, that allows us to open our shulker boxes directly from our inventory, so that's quite good. That was sort of the compromise, because I was moaning about not having backpacks. So I'm not complaining. I've kind of had my way quite a lot with how the server was put together, which is nice. Sophisticated backpack for example is great. Yeah, it's a brilliant mod. Love that one. I would have suggested Applied Energistics 2, but I think that's Create's job. Yeah, Applied Energistics 2. I normally have that on my world. but on its own, it doesn't really do all that much. It's not that great. You really need the sort of the wireless add-ons for it to make it actually worth having. But yeah, Create is basically, or the new version of Create is basically doing what standard Applied Energistics 2 does. And I think it's a better system, to be honest with you. I think Applied Energistics 2, I like the mod, but it's just there's just too much going on with it, which is fun when you're building it, but once you built it, it's kind of boring. I think there's too much complexity, whereas something like Create 6, it's complicated, but it works. It's nowhere near as complicated. I've run out of those ones. Quick, go get some more. I enjoy the Create way, says Stam. Yeah, agree. Is this my job? It is my job, yeah. Please check the second last lantern is only 4 blocks, not 5. Okay, I'll have a look in a second. No problem, boss. I got this. Which ones was I using? I was using those ones. Take a few of those. Second to last lantern. It's wonky, is it? Lawful's here saying, hey, Foxy in chat. Hey, Lawful, how you doing, buddy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think they're all right. I think your eyes are squiffy, mate. What are you working on? I'm working on a tunnel for my boat. It's a boat tunnel. The sort of tunnel that boats can go down. Why are you two going to court anyway? If you want storyline law stuff, I suggest watching the videos. It's all in there. It's quite difficult to try and explain the entire story of what's been happening on the server during a live stream. So yeah, and it's good for me if you watch my video as well. So I'm not going to steer you away from doing that. Need to find a judge first, says Stam. I'll be the judge. Be all right. I don't mind. I can be impartial. I promise. It'll be good. Uh-oh. Gravel. Mini gravels. I'm not sure you could, sister. I can't. I'd be very impartial. I'm the first to put my hands up when I do something wrong. I never try and say it wasn't my fault, it was someone else. Would I lie to you? I think Legion said he wouldn't mind being a judge in one of his YouTube comments. Oh, okay. The reason we're going to court, so people asking why we're going to court. The reason we're going to court is because Stam doesn't understand how horses work. And that's all there is to it. It's as simple as that. Because Stam doesn't understand how horses work or what they're for, we end up having to go to court. Not my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Lovely. And folks doesn't understand how signing documents works. What if we want to sue Legion in the future? It'd just have to be a judge for this case. Maybe we'll have to have judges on a case-by-case basis. No, there we go. Relevant Croissant agrees with me. Judge determined on a case-by-case basis. Yeah, so basically, because I'm the sort of impartial member of the group that tries his best to, you know, ensure, you know, everything's running nicely and everyone's happy. And basically, I'm the one that's looking after everyone. Unless the court case is against me, I should be the judge. That seems reasonable to me. Oh, no, no, no. You went on wonky. Don't want you on wonky, mate. go. Lovely. I'm almost tempted at either end of this to put on like a little water wheel on the end of the shafts to make the shaft spin. Not that it work on these corners unless we put some gearboxes in. I didn't know if it would look quite nice with the shafts moving. The idea is they're just supposed to be a barrier, really. So I don't need to do that. I just thought that might be interesting. No, it's rubbish. Sorry, didn't mean to be rubbish. I think we viewers should be the judge. Just invite everyone on for the day. That would be manic. No, thank you. Why don't you stream on YouTube? I used to dual multi-stream YouTube and Twitch. Haven't for a while, just because it's been a while since I streamed properly, and I'm sort of getting back into it, and I didn't want to just overcomplicate things. The problem with streaming on YouTube is then you've got to have joint chats. It means, like, when I had it set up, and all my notifications and everything kept going wangy. It's just more complicated from my point of view. So yeah, that's why. I don't need to stream on YouTube because I'm going to put in all my VODs on my second channel anyway. So, and then, you know, they can be watched and accessed from there. Surprise Minecraft YouTuber Twitch celebrity judge, says Wraith. That could be fun if we could get somebody on. Not a bad plan. As long as they like me. Don't want anybody that come at no celebrity judges that don't like me. Legal. Yeah, see, Legal's not, as far as I'm aware, not a Minecraft person. I've heard of Legal, but I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about them. So they probably wouldn't be my first choice for a Minecraft collaboration. I don't even know if they're a real legal person, are they? Or they just pretend they are for YouTube. They're an American lawyer. Well, there you go then. American lawyers, absolutely useless. No need to have one of those. At least we should have someone with a brain, you know, somebody not from America. I'm only kidding. It's a joke. Jeez. So us British people always, you know, it's the sort of thing we do is just assume all of Americans are stupid because we're British, you see. It's a joke. It's a joke. Jeez. Sorry, Lawful. Didn't mean to upset you there. What about shells? I don't know. Shells. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's not up to me anyway. Totally not up to me. You should probably be speaking to whoever's organising the court shenanigans. I'm just getting dragged along. OMG, this song was in your villager party clip. And put it on every playlist. It's so good, says my Midori Rex. Yeah, I like this one. Folksy woke up and chose violence. Maybe. A bit. How about rock, paper, scissors? Sounds fair. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll just solve all of the court issues with rock, paper, scissors. Brilliant. Then we don't need lawyers or anything. Fantastic. You could use the horse as a judge. You see, that makes sense to me, but I don't think Stan would be able to understand what was going on because he doesn't understand horses, so it's probably not a good idea for Stan's point of view. Snarky's Fox's default setting. I can't disagree with that one. Oh, I've reached the bit that I need to reach. Look at all this junk we're picking up. So many junks. It's a good job we got double chests, isn't it? Right, so now I need the tough bricks. So let's put those away for a minute. Let's put those away for a minute. Let's grab the tough bricks. There we go. A bunch of those here. And these... Oh, no, I haven't dug out the top ones. Getting ahead of myself. I mean, I love Foxy No-Tail. Great listener. He doesn't have many options, though. So not sure he'd be a great judge. What? Oh, it doesn't have many opinions, though. I've got a lot of opinions. It's also little worse words, that's for sure. Says Throwlash. Hey, Throwlash, how you doing? Hey, Foxy, I'm not late, says Mitz. Seems like you're late, Mitz. Just saying. I'm qualified enough to be a judge. I have 5 minutes of experience, says NBit. Yeah, you also said you was on this server as well, so I'm not sure whether or not I think that I believe anything you say. I suggest a beacon. Yeah, but if the thing is, I could get a beacon, but I've got to go and get wither skulls. Then I've got to go and fight the wither, and then I've got to go and get a load of iron, which I don't have, and I've already run out of all the iron I got from Stam. So there's a lot more to just going and getting a beacon just to do a live stream, when realistically, the amount of time I'm actually spending digging is not all that much. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them speak. That's absolutely right. And exactly Stam's problem. He took the horse to water, put it in a boat, and then couldn't make him... Oh, dear. Then... Oh, I think we might... Well, there's a small amount of lag. Oh, no, there's no lag on this server, Foxy. Don't tell. Everything's fine. You know, we don't need to move our villagers. Sorry, I joined my fault. Throwlash causing the lag. Is the iron farm still broken? I don't actually know if Stam's iron farm's broken. The problem I've got is the fact that I moved my workshop down and disconnected myself from it. So even if it was running, I couldn't access it through my work. I mean, I could go and get it manually, I suppose. But where's the fun in that? until dual core processor. You got this, Rolage. Iron farm's working great, says Stam. Oh, good. I might have to come over and pinch a bit more, Stam. Seems that we still have the agreement in place about the iron, at least. Hello, by the way, says Urogalo. Hello. The problem with the horse Stam took is it could not get out of the boat. I know, like I said, it doesn't understand how horses work. He took it to where he wanted it to start building and then just left it in a boat. What's it supposed to do? I mean, could you build if you're stuck in a boat? Oh, I've got more blocks I forgot to delete. Afternoon, Foxy. I have binged all of your videos. Oh, wow. Must have took you a minute or two. Not quite a few. How far did you go back? The horse gave yay and nay decisions of the build. To be fair, right? So Stam took the horse over there, told it he wanted a cliff to be built. I went over to check on the horse, and the cliff was half built. I went back a little while later to check on him again. The cliff was fully built. Stam says it was him. I didn't see Stam doing any building. So the only thing I can, the conclusion that's obvious to me is that the horse used some sort of telekinesis to place the blocks. That makes sense to me. Stam building it himself and saying the horse did nothing, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Sounds like the horse did the job, says SRK. Exactly. Horsekinesis. That's cheating, Throwlash. Typed right in the game chat so that you beat the stream chat. Cheating. When I originally started watching streams of Foxy on Truly Bedrock, I also went back to the start of YouTube and caught up on it all, says Crimson Tide. Jeez, that's a good effort. Got in and out of the boat to do the job, says Jobned. Maybe he did. I think he used horsekinesis, like Throwlash says. Ray says that if you don't know Rodney, then he didn't go back far enough. I did tell him that too. Maybe he is changing it later, says Leftist Live. What's that? Foxy, isn't the bottom block the wrong type of tough? Oh, maybe. Quite possibly. I'll have a look in a minute. I'll just finish doing these bits. Just going to keep getting stuck on these lanterns. Do you guys have a mod on so you can get horses in boats? We don't seem to be able to put them in. Either our horses are just stupid. I think it's because we're on 1.21. I think they changed it in one of the later minor versions of 1.21. 1.21.1 we're on, sorry. I know they changed it at some point to make it so big animals couldn't go in boats. Either that, or it's because we're using the carry-on mod, because I just click my horse into the boat and it goes in. Mr. Bidstone joined! But if it's the carry-on mod, then that should mean we can put anything in a boat, right? So, like, I don't know. Sniffers? Could we get a sniffer in a boat? Top is also... Oh, you what? You're right. I've done the top and the bottom ones totally wrong, and it's all Throwlash's fault for being through that wall.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Hey, no singing in my stream. I'll get copyright striked. Can you pick up blocks with carry-on, says Mbit? We could at the beginning, but it turned out it was a bit of a problem, so we've disabled that unless it's like a workstation or something. Only because what happens is you pick the you'll be like pillaring along, maybe over the void in the end with your blocks, and you run out, and then you'll pick up the block you're standing on, and then obviously there's bad times. So yeah, we turned off the ability to be able to pick up like just normal blocks. So unless someone's daft enough to be pillaring across the void with smithing tables or sugar boxes or chests, then yeah, they should be all right. Crimson Shimmer saying, Foxy! What is it, Crimson Shimmer? 1.19.81 seems to be when they removed horses from boats. Oh, really? Is as long ago as that? Jeez. You just changed the carry-on hotkey? No, we don't use a hotkey. We just use shift and click. Don't want to change the hotkey. No. That's probably a good idea, but no. Not happening. Don't mess with hotkeys. Unless, like, I decide I don't like the hotkey for something. Like throwing my pickaxe on the floor. I've had to change the hotkey for that. Have I got any pillars? No. So we're going to have to craft some pillars then. Let's grab a bunch of these. Stick them in there and make some pillar blocks. That one's already pillar blocks. There we go. Lovely. Whoop. Top left of Shulker next to table had some, I think. Did it? Oh, well. Oh, well, not to worry. I always move Q. Stupid keybind. Yeah, I had this for the first time ever. I've actually done that in this Let's Play, or this series. Normally, I leave it as it is, but I've now actually bound it to P, which is the other side of the keyboard, which does make actually throwing things to people quite annoying, but it saved me quite a lot of problems as well, so that's good. Now, the biggest problem is I go to throw somebody something like this torch, and I go over there and I go to throw it to them, and then it just deletes the stack. That's not ideal. I don't know why that happens. But yeah, if I put anything into that JEI, it just gets deleted. So that's not good. Go to the other side. I know, I learned the hard way to go to the other side. You de-op yourself, that should be fine. Oh, is it because I'm an OP? Right, okay. But I need to be op so I can fix all of the problems you cause on the server, Sam. I usually move Q to empty and throw things from inventory unless the SMP has voice set to push the talk key. Right. You have OP? Yeah. We've got to have OP. We have to like manage and maintain the server. Doesn't mean we're using cheats or we're using commands or we're doing anything we shouldn't. It's just literally so that if there's a problem, we can get on and fix it without having to, you know, start running server commands and things like that. Always a good thing to do from a management point of view. You can't just assume your server's just going to run perfectly all the time, 100% of the time. There will be crashes, things will get deleted, things will get broken, there'll be invisible entities that appear that you need to deal with. There's just, yeah. You need to be able to manage things fluidly and efficiently. In my opinion. In my experience. Because I'm the server owner, I think it happens automatically anyway. Maybe. I might have made that up. I think that's the case. I'm sure I can de-op myself, but why would I want to? Foxy has to say it's a peaceful no weather cycle while being the only person on. I don't. You can check the logs. You can check the server logs. I don't do anything I shouldn't do. I would get in too much trouble. I'm convinced Stam goes and checks them, so I don't dare do anything like that. I keep fat fingering F3 and F4 when I'm OP, so I just de-op myself when I'm done fixing something, says Stam. Yeah, so that happened. So what, like early on in the server, it was just me and Mr. Beardstone on, and I thought Mr. Beardstone for some reason put me in creative mode, and I'm like, why am I in creative mode all of a sudden? And it turned out that I'd literally just hit the, instead of hitting F4 for free cam, I'd hit F3 and F4, which put me into creative mode. And I was sat there for like, why is he put? So I was chatting to him in the chat. It wasn't him at all. It was me. I did it. Oops. But don't worry, I didn't cheat anything in. I turned it straight back again, and all was good in the world. It's fine, guys. Thing is, if we cheat, we're only cheating ourselves. There's no desire for any of us to cheat because we enjoy playing the game. Foxy sees someone log in and rushes to input commands, says Throwlash. What? Considering how many times he dies, I don't think he's turning it to peaceful system. Hey, it's 23. It's only 23. I have a server self-hosted right now. I haven't touched console in like 3 months. Well, that's good. That's very good. You obviously don't fiddle with yours as much as we do. Do we try this setting, try that? Do we need to chunk load spawn? Do we need to chunk load this? Do we need to turn the chunks off? Can we sort this out? Can we fix that? There's a lot of reasons why we use the console. Or OP mode. But not to cheat. There's no point. The second one of us starts cheating, you'll know, because all of a sudden we'll stop making videos because it's boring once you've started cheating. Do you really do self-host if you're not breaking something? Do you really self-host if you're not breaking something weekly? Exactly. Isn't this fun? We get to do this whole side of this, and then we get to do the whole other side as well. Although the other side's going to be a bit more interesting, because I basically, where that big hole is, I want to make that all like rough and like cave-like and have mossy things and stuff dripping down all over it and make that look interesting. Because I don't want the tunnel to be just completely flat and boring. Why don't you go to netherite here? What? Oh, why don't I only go for netherite gear? I could do. It is something that I plan to do. It's just getting round to things. I don't really need it. There's not that many things I do that would have saved my life having netherite gear. Although in the episode coming out this week, I'm sure you'll disagree with that. But yeah, it's not an essential for me, netherite. I think Foxy's cheating. I see him 360 no-scope zombies all the time, says Owen. I don't think you do. Netherite doesn't really do much more than durability. I mean, it's handy for fire. But if you've got full diamond on with protection 4, including your chest plate, then there's really not that much more of an advantage having netherite, I don't think. I don't like the look of it. I really don't like the colour of netherite tools and armour. I think they're awful. In the server I'm on, I don't have armor, says Nbit. Wow. Is that this server? Probably with netherite. It's the nether and the place that's the worst. Oh, problem, says Throwlash. Yeah, I also don't have any smithing templates. And I don't really fancy going to a bastion to get smithing templates. If Foxy had a loyal mending trident, he'd 3-6. No, trident. Trident's banned. Don't like tridents. Tridents suck. They don't work. I feel like using Wand of Symmetry could have saved some more time here. I think that's a creative thing, isn't it? Can you? Oh, you can craft it. Oh, right. Okay. I thought it was a creative thing. Didn't know that. Oh, well. Don't need it. I build by hand. Everything's all good in the world. So, I guess it's probably a good point in the stream, coming up to an hour, to ask if any of you have got any questions you'd like answering. They can be about Minecraft, the server, me, any of the other members. I don't really know a great deal about them, to be honest, but I'll try my best to answer. And if I don't know the answer, I'll just make it up. What could go wrong with that? Who's saying I'm in creative mode? It's Jetpack. Oh, so you're talking about the Wand of Symmetry. Wand of Symmetry makes tunnel building take half as long and makes content not as much, says Rolash. Yeah, if I was doing this too quickly, imagine all of the time we wouldn't be able to spend together. You don't want me to just be streaming for half as long now, do you? Will there be a next season, says Mbit. I hope so. I've really enjoyed this one so far. Not that this one's... I mean, this one's really just only got started. I can't imagine we'll be even thinking about a second season just yet. But yeah, I'd really like to carry on doing this for a while, because I enjoy it. What's Chosen's favourite thing to do on the server, says Sister. No idea. I think his favourite thing to do, making it up because I don't know, is... picking flowers. I think when no one's looking and he's not recording, he just goes around picking flowers. That's what he does. When will you bring back Rodney? I don't think I'll be bringing back Rodney. I don't think that's a character that I'll be going back to, sadly. Maybe. You never know in the future. Once more Create add-ons get updated, do you guys plan on adding them to the server? I think we're agreed that we want Copycats Plus. I think that's been agreed. I think there's we're actually having a meeting this evening. I think there's some discussion on create power loaders. That I don't know whether that's actually going to be a thing or not, because that's been updated. But I don't know. I don't think we want to go overboard. I think we want to try and keep at least the building side of things, he says, with Copycats Plus, to vanilla-y as possible. Like, that's why we don't have the chipped mod, apparently, according to Miss Beerstone. So I don't know, is the answer to that. What are your future build plans? I basically wing it. So at the moment, I've got a few projects on the go. I've got this tunnel that I'm doing at the moment. I've got dock, you can't see because I can't see that far. I've got Docktown going on over at the lake. I've got a power station build that me and Throwlash are going to be doing. So they're 3 projects I know I'm going to be doing. I need to build a port at my main base area to actually get my dock over there. And I need to build some sort of port or docking system over in the lake over there for my boat to load things here. So I've got a few builds immediately required to be done. I would at some point like to do some shops on the server. I'd like to build some farms because I haven't actually built any farms really yet. I did a carrot farm, but that not really a farm, is it? So yeah, I'd like to do a few more of those sorts of things, but I don't really beyond those. I don't really have any plans. We'll see what happens. See how the things unwind and things go. Will we get any more of your single-player world? Probably at some point. It depends. I assume once things start getting a bit slow on this server, if that happens, then that'll probably be a point where I go over to finish off my season 2. Because I'm just literally waiting on the finale. Because that, as far as I'm concerned, everything build-wise is as I want it to be on that server. I didn't have plans to go to any more areas or do anything else on there, so I just want to finish it off and do the finale. As for starting another single player series, that totally depends on the future of this series, really. If we don't end up continuing this and doing a season 2, then yeah, I'll probably end up doing a season 3 on my single player. If we do, then maybe not. I don't know. How's Legion V doing on the server, says Nubs? I think he's doing okay by the sounds of things. Where else we? I've got a lot of questions. Who's my favorite member? Oh, Horsey. Will it be next season? Don't know. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Well, that depends, doesn't it? Best tip for anyone trying to edit Minecraft videos. That's totally dependent on how you record them in the first place. If you can get into a habit of just recording the bits you need rather than everything just in case something fun happens, then it's a lot easier, because then all you need to do is just basically, like, I think Chosen edits by trimming the beginning and the ends off each clip and then just putting the clips in order. And I can't do that. That's I wish I could do that and be as optimized and efficient as that, because then I'd be able to get as many videos a week as Chosen does out. I don't know. It depends on what you're struggling with, I guess. And yeah, that's definitely a hard question. Don't know is the answer, to be honest with you. Do I like Stam? Depends on the day. What will you build next? I think I've covered that. Will you never not have something to do? You will never not have something to do. Okay, that wasn't a question. Do you consider yourself as the menace of the server? What? No, I'm the like the glue that holds everything together. How could I be the menace? If it wasn't for me, you know, people would be having an awful time on the server. How could you call me a menace? What have I done to deserve that? I don't think I've done anything to annoy anyone or get on anyone's nerves, have I? How rude. Could just add FTB chunks. I added that for chunk loading. I mean, chunk loading exists in vanilla Minecraft. There's just a very simple command for it. So we could do that for every single thing. But the idea of the create power loaders is that, you know, you can make a train station and get it loaded. Oh, I've broken Chosen's room. And get it loaded in without having to start running commands on the server or, you know, load chunks with FTB. It's just... and it's more efficient because it means the chunks are only loaded when the train's actually at the station. So that's why we want those. And it means there's a bit of gameplay involved in actually getting them. What are you going to sell in the shopping district? I don't know yet. I have no idea. I did want to sell mischief or chaos. That's one of my ideas. I had some ideas for what I could do for that. Should involve a bit of redstone and some shenanigans. But in terms of selling actual things, I don't know. I think I prefer to be a shopper than a seller. But I would like to sell stuff at some point. What else have we got? I think no, I read that one. I basically wing it. That's so validating, says Throwlash. What mods do you guys use? You can get a full list of all of the mods on the mod pack page on Curseforge, I guess. Probably the easiest way of doing it. One idea for shops is to have a small foot farm underground with dispensers through. The thing is, we're not really supposed to be having farms and things that spawn. And I know we've got like the odd little food farm and things, but if we start having farms underneath all of the shops, then spawn's going to get even more like problematic than it is. So I don't think that's a good idea. If you could have nuclear energy this season, would you? Yeah, of course. 100%. Not because I think the mods are good. I mean, the nuclear energy mods, both of them that I've used, are awful and broken. But I just think that's so gives me an opportunity to just cause complete havoc and make a mess of things. Yeah. Would you do ATM 10 hash? I don't know what that means. How long have you played Minecraft? I've been playing Minecraft since the very first version of Minecraft came out. And I don't mean the alphas and the betas. Since Minecraft 1.0 came out. So a while. Cones the machine. I don't know how he does it. It's a throw lash. Oh, hang on. There's someone at the door. Hang on. Hang on. One moment. Well, that was weird. Delivery man at my door, at my office. I've never had that before. This threw me for a minute. What were we talking about? Can't remember. Stuff. I was going through questions, wasn't I? Have I read them all yet? Foxy's Magpie Base Cleaning Services. Is your base disorganized? All of your contraptions just laying about? Then hire Foxy's Magpie Cleaning Services. Not responsible for lost stone, broken items. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Just go and organize everyone's chests. I think there's no point in that, though, with the new creators there. How old are you? Oh, I can't tell you that. That's one of the... You don't ask, you know, somebody how old they are. That's rude. Makes them remember how old they are, and then it makes them sad. And try not to remember. If I didn't get to your question and you asked one, then please ask it again, because I'm back down at the bottom of the chat now and I can't see anymore. Oh, do you like other survival games, or do you like different type outside of Minecraft? I haven't really. I might be misremembering, but I don't think I've come across another survival game that I've particularly enjoyed, to be honest with you. I like first-person shooters, but not like Call of Duty, because they're too hard multiplayer. I'm not quick enough or good enough to be anywhere good. You know, I don't enjoy just constantly losing, but I like things like Doom, the new Doom game, Doom Dark Ages I've been playing. Enjoy that. I love Zeldas. I love a good RPG that's not 100 hours long and just wasting your time constantly with chat and chat and chat. You know, when you talk, you've got to talk to every single character. There's no skip button and they've got 58 lines of dialogue before you can move on. That I don't enjoy. I like being able to skip through dialogue because it's generally all said in the first 3 words and the rest of it's just nonsense. I like Tomb Raider games. I like all sorts of different games, really. I don't really have a specific genre, I guess. I did used to like the Assassin's Creed games. I played the most recent ones, and I haven't really enjoyed them that much. Valhalla was okay. Odyssey I loved. Valhalla was okay. And the latest one, I just thought was the most boring game I've played in a very long time. It was literally, there was 2.5 hours worth of tutorial, and then it was just do this, and then do it over and over and over and over again. And you never felt like you were achieving anything, because like the enemy camps, you go and clear them out, and then they would stay as enemy camps next time you go to sleep, effectively, or change the season, as they call it. You go back there and it's full of bad guys again. And I just thought, well, what's the point? Boring. So yeah, I thought Assassin's Creed Shadows was ridiculously boring. I loved Elden Ring, and I don't really like Souls games because I'm not very good at them. I love that. All right, where were we anyway? I've gone on about that for a while. Oh, geez, where was I? Oh, I think I've missed a lot of chat now. Foxy stopped having birthdays the year before last, lol, says Love. I did indeed, yeah. Sorry, I meant to say, would you play all the mods 10? I did. I recorded about an hour of record all the mods, 9 I think it was, last year, and it was really boring, so I never carried on with it and didn't release it. Not the mod pack was boring, just my video, what I'd recorded was boring, and I wasn't really into it, so I gave up. Do the kids play Minecraft at all with you? Jack doesn't anymore because he's grown up now, he's big. Oliver does sometimes, but he plays a lot online with his friends more than me now, which is fine. It's a good thing. Do you play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite now. Have you revisited Starfield after the updates? No. Do you know what? I'd love to play through that again. It's just a game that it takes a long time, and because you kind of know what happens, I think I'd have to leave it longer or wait for like Starfield 2 to come out, because contrary to what most people said, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. There were too many loading screens in it, but I enjoyed Starfield. Have you ever played Final Fantasy 14? Yeah, I loved Final Fantasy 7. I've played all the remake and Rebirth and loved those. I tried the other Final Fantasies, even going back to Final Fantasy 6, which I played on the Switch, even though it's like I think it was Super Nintendo or Nintendo. They're just not very good. I haven't found a Final Fantasy that I thought was good since. Which one's the one with that's sort of more old-fashioned with the sort of almost medieval? Was that 14? Because that was okay, but it just wasn't as good. I really like Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth. I love the story and I love the characters. Honestly, missed you if you answered this. So, Foxy, if you could add any mod you want in Just Create Season 2, which one would you add? I'd add sophisticated backpacks. Who did you know before this server? Stam and Mr. Beardstone. I knew of Chosen, but I don't think I'd ever spoken to him. Knew of Legion, knew of Throwlash, but I don't think I'd ever spoke to them. And same with Eggs. Do you need a video editor? Yeah. But I don't. But every time I've had a conversation with a potential video editor, or even got people to try out editing videos for me, it's never gone well. Never quite get what I want. But what I want is too expensive for how much I'm prepared to pay. And that doesn't mean I want people to work for cheap. It means I'm not prepared to pay people less than what they deserve. Are you going to copy your workshop to your main base, or just going to be its own thing? I will have a proper big workshop at my main base, but I think initially, I was thinking about this the other day, it would make sense to just, because I've already got a schematic of it, just copy that over there to get started and then build a much bigger one. So almost like make a container just full of my old workshop. I think you would be a total menace in Among Us. I tried Among Us. To be honest with you, I find it really boring, Among Us. It's not. I've played it a few times and I never really enjoyed it. Wouldn't it be easy to use deployers on your ship to place the blocks in the tunnel? Oh yeah, I'd need a lot of deployers there, wouldn't I? And it's already it's the most laggy boat in the world. I don't want to add anything else to it. Right, which ones do I need now? I need a bunch more of those. Probably could do with a handful more of those and a handful more of those. Final Fantasy 14 is the MMO. Yeah, I'm not interested in MMOs. I don't, believe it or not, I don't like multiplayer games. I like Mario Kart, playing locally with the family, and I don't mind that online, but that's about as multiplayer as I get. I like obviously doing this SMP Minecraft, making content, but if I wasn't making content on Minecraft, I wouldn't play it. I certainly wouldn't play it multiplayer. I don't get any fun out of playing online games with other people. I've never found a game that actually is enjoyable doing that for me personally, but that's probably just because I'm not as good as other people at games. And when you play multiplayer, you end up playing with people that are doing it all for ages and way better than you. How are you floating like this? I've got a jetpack. '14 has some more medieval part, but also has the modern part now. Depends on what part of the story you are. Yeah, so that sounds like that's definitely the MMO one. So no, I haven't played that. I'm not interested in playing that. Honestly, you don't need a video to you do amazing work. Yeah, but it takes a long time. Imagine how many videos I could get out if I had an editor. Final Fantasy 9 my favorite. I don't think I've ever finished any of the other ones. I tried Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I thought they were both awful. No offense. If you enjoyed them, that's great. We're all allowed to enjoy different things, but I didn't like either of them. I tried 10. And was it 16? Yeah, I think it's 16, the medieval one. It was rubbish. No, it wasn't rubbish. It was quite good. It wasn't as good as remake. I didn't quite get into it as much. What else we got? We played Stanley Parable. No, I haven't. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't played it. For us, Foxy, I've got a question for you for my next vid when you get a Mo. Did you want to do it now? Or do you want to wait until I finish streaming? How do you meet most of the members? Just talking to them online, I guess. Joining Discords with other people in. Whatever works for you. Is it something I'd want to record? Because if it's something I'd want to record, I'd rather do it not on stream, just because then I haven't got my face all over my video and everyone going, face reveal again. It's randos in multiplayer games I struggle with, says Fluxium. Maybe. Face, I know. Who'd have thunk it? I won't take offense to that, folks. He says, Mitz. What we take it with? What did I say that you're taking offense to now, Mitz? Jeez, I'm sorry. I get bullied in multiplayer because it's always the opposite team that's better than me. Yeah. All right, that's good. Thank you for Throwlash. I won't be too long. How long have we been going? Oh, we only got 45 minutes left. It's all good. Oh, Soren, subscribe with Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Build a horse farm and see alternative versions of you. What? Can you do a Mr. Beardstone? I actually enjoyed what I played at Final Fantasy 12, but I haven't touched the most of the series, says Quicksilver Fox. He's actually a fox. He's not actually a fox, says Drummy. Yeah, exactly. I remember your actual first face reveal, says Lawful. Yeah, many, many, many ago. Honestly, your face in your vid just made me go, ah, it's a man. There's a man. Ah. Oh. Not enjoying playing multiplayer with anyone, lol. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, MMOs and joining, like when we did It Takes Two, that was great fun. But that's like playing Mario Kart at home. Yeah, you got a nice split screen experience. You both see what each other's doing and you're not playing with just total strangers hoping that you're actually capable of keeping up with them. You're playing with someone you know. And when we did Minecraft together, so shut up. In multiplayer, I get that a person on my team, they're bad. I see them on the other team, they're the best. Yeah. Maybe they just don't like you or being on your team. Who can we add mod in Minecraft Bedrock in mobile phone? Yes. Hey, Foxy, how are we? Says Cat Guy saying hi. Cat Guy saying hi. Job Ned, I think they're saying Foxy No-Tail, many Foxy No-Tail horses. Oh, right, I see. I know, lol, I do miss all that, says Mitz. Well, the thing is, Mitz, the thing is, you know, I don't know. I haven't got an answer for you. But that's the thing is, I haven't got an answer. So there you go. Mitz and Foxy Minecraft Season 2. You heard it here first from the Foxy's mouth, says Cerebus. Did I? I'm busy. Not that I don't want to play with Minecraft with Mitz. I just don't want to. I don't want to like confirm that I'm doing more content. Struggling to keep it as it is. Jeez. I know you just don't want to play with me anymore, says Mitz. Oh, can we all get sad faces in the chat for Mitz? Help Mitz feel sorry for herself a bit more. Can you sell IOU? Oh, you can sell IOUs at the shopping district. It's probably not a good idea. Foxy doesn't have to answer, but Foxy knows does, says Trummy. Wow. Oh, there we go. Lots of sad faces for you, look, Mitz. Aw. And Midori give you a heart as well. See, someone likes you. Sorry, Mitz. Didn't mean to be mean. Can't help it. It's built into my DNA. Blame my mum. The only multiplayer I'd love to see Foxy play is something like GTA RP. I don't even watch that anymore, but the chaos he would bring. See, I do like GTA games. I did try GTA Online. I logged in. I got shot before I'd even properly spawned in. Logged in again, got shot again, and just thought, this is boring. I'm not playing this. So, Jay's supposed to tell me how you really feel. Look, mates, if you're going to start like feeling sorry for yourself and getting all upset about things I didn't say, then I'm not going to take you seriously. Okay? Just saying. See how the water keeps changing color? It keeps going from like blue to lighter blue, or like see-through to slightly less see-through. It's when people are inside of chests. I discovered this with Mr. Beardstone the other day. If I look at the lake while Mr. Beardstone opened and closed chests, the water changes color. When he's looking in a chest, it's one color, and when he closes the chest, it's another. It's weird. Something weird going on. Something in the water. I haven't used any of this, so let's turn some of this into the bricks, because obviously, clearly, we need more bricks. I was planning on roughing the walls up with this cut tough, but we'll have to actually get the walls built before I think we start doing that. I see that's why I CBA with GTA Online. It's too late to play now. Yeah, skill issue. Yeah, 100% is a skill issue. 100%. I'm just not good enough. I'm not good enough. And the thing is, with stuff like that, unless you're in from the start and prepared to put a lot of time in, people like me are never going to get good enough because I can't get anywhere to get started on it. It's like I guess, trying to jump into Destiny or Destiny 2 after like it's been already out for 6 months. It's very difficult to get started in things when everyone else is already like finished the game, I guess. Don't really know how those things work. Mitz, if you want to chill with multiplayer with you, Foxy, since what? Confused. Hi, Foxy No Tell. Am I late? Says Catman 2013. Yeah, you are. You are an hour and 19 minutes late. How much fuel are you using? Too much. Do you like to play first-person shooting games like Call of Duty? See, I used to love Call of Duty when it was all about the campaign. I've tried multiplayer on several occasions, and to be honest with you, sometimes I've actually done all right on multiplayer, but I just don't get the enjoyment I do out of the campaigns. And the campaigns in recent years of Call of Duty have just been awful. So, like, it's maybe not even an hour long, and it's bad writing, badly done, and I don't like it. So, yeah, like the original Call of Duties, I used to go play that at LAN parties, like Call of Duty 1. That was good fun, playing with people you know at a LAN party. But, yeah, the more recent ones, I think the last one I got was Ghost, and that was rubbish, so I gave up. It's like Titanfall. Love Titanfall. The multiplayer experience was awful. But playing the like the campaign was great. Catman is never late, nor are they early, says Through. That's what Halo was fantastic at LAN parties. Yeah, I used to play Halo at when I was at university. We'd play Halo together. That was good fun on the old Xboxes. That was really good fun. And that's kind of the opposite to Call of Duty, really. The Halo campaigns are boring. I've played through a few of them now. Me and Jack were trying to play through them all, and they just got so repetitive and boring. It was just like, oh, gameplay hasn't improved. Was it the edition where you basically got all of the old Halo games on the latest Xbox? And it was just like, oh, you would expect some sort of improvement over the combat over each one of the games, and they were just exactly the same, just as bad as each other. So we gave up on that. I put way more hours into Halo Online than I'd like to admit, says Throlash. Oof. Playing multiplayer, PvP, or rank games feels way more like a young person teenager thing. Yeah, I agree. Slick Foxy 66 says, hello, this is my first stream of yours. Oh, hello, welcome. We've had a lot of first-time chatters today, so thank you very much for turning up if it's the first time you've been here. Don't forget to check out my actual videos on YouTube if you haven't seen them. You might even enjoy them. Now, I used to love Halo on my little Xbox 360. Yeah. The Xbox 360 was a good console. I enjoyed that console. And then I got so excited about the Xbox One because it was going to control your TV and you were going to be able to do this. It was going to be a media center. And it was literally the worst thing in the world. Every single time I turned it on, it would take ages to turn on, and then it would do like a 3-hour update. And you know, as a parent that didn't have all the time in the world to play games, as soon as your console says it needs an update, that's it. You're not playing because you probably only had 45 minutes to start with. So you're just like, nah, well, I guess I'm not playing today. I'll try again another day. You go turn it on another day, and it's like, oh yeah, needs an update. Right, I'll play another day. And I genuinely, because of that, never played it. I think there's like 2 or 3 games I ever actually played on that because of that. The Xbox Series, loads better. Played that loads. I've got the Series S, and that's hardly ever has that problem. And when it does, it's quick. Oh, I didn't bring any pillar blocks. Xbox or PlayStation, says Rachel. Both for me. I genuinely think I like PlayStation games more because they're more single player sort of experience I like. But there's quite a few things on the Xbox I enjoy still. Although most of the things on Xbox now you're able to play on PlayStation, so that's as good as any, really. Either or. Like Forza Horizon, love that game. Haven't put nearly as much time into that as I wanted to. And you can play it on PlayStation now. How's the temp in the office today, says Professor Tesla? At the moment, it is 22 degrees and my aircon is on. It's a bit cold, actually, if anything, but it's lovely. One of the updates made mine get a black screen. Full factory reset required to fix, and years later still haven't turned it back on. Yeah. Yeah, forced updates. I don't remember them ever doing anything useful. And I'm genuinely having that same issue now, believe it or not. Not on Xboxes or anything else. But I'm trying to get as we do the renovation in my house, I'm trying to make my house smart. So I set up Home Assistant. I've got loads of stuff running through that. And like in my office, I want a little controller on the wall. And I did have a Raspberry Pi set up with this little screen on it here. And it was working fine. Everything was okay. I had like little thermometers and stuff stuck in it. But there were a few issues with it. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll buy a Fire HD 10 Kindle Fire thing. Rubbish. Turns off every night to do an update, won't turn back on again, keeps disconnecting from Home Assistant. It's awful. So that's going back to Amazon. I only got it a few days ago. Absolutely useless. There's no way of turning them off unless you like fully root the device. Why not just let me have it's my electronics. Let me turn off the updates. If I don't want an update, don't force it on me. I don't get it. Why are we in a world where everything has to be updated? Does anyone else understand, or is it just me? Such a boomer complaint, but it's so valid. It is a boomer complaint, but it's like, I don't get it. Like, they say, oh, it's about security. What sort of security are they putting in an update? What do they think I'm doing on a tablet that needs that much security that it has to be updated immediately? And what it's just a web browser. It's doing nothing. Rubbish. Don't like it. Use an MDM for it so you can tell it when to update. I don't know what an MDM is. What's an MDM? PlayStation lets you use console to play games while updating. Yeah. PlayStation's actually really good at managing those things. Xbox is way better than it was. That's all I'll say. But don't get a Kindle or a Fire thingy if you want to use it as a wall display. Even though it's the cheapest tablet you can get of that size, it doesn't work. And to just buy like a screen, so I have got another screen for that Raspberry Pi, which was cheaper, because obviously that's going back, which I'm going to use instead. But just to buy like a wall-mounted screen with a browser built into it, you're looking at like $300, $400 for the same size. It's crazy. I just want to stick a tablet on the wall and just put it on a web page and just have it always on. How hard? Why can I not do that? Security is, and you're doing things on a device that we don't approve of, says Drummer. Yeah, basically, apparently. Don't do it. Amazon tablets are rubbish. But it only needs to be a web browser. All it needs to be is a web browser that doesn't turn off. That's all it needs to do. And it can't do it. If they don't update fast enough, they might get sued for damages caused with security issue they ignored. How could it? No, that's nonsense. Well, maybe in America where everyone sues everyone. But here in the UK, I can't see how it would be possible for someone to do something that they shouldn't be doing on a tablet and then sue Amazon for letting them be able to do it because they've not released a patch for it. No, I don't think that's a thing. I don't understand the reasoning for it, but it's annoying. Get a cheap refurbished one and jailbreak it. It won't. I've been like, I spent pretty much most of yesterday afternoon looking at different solutions, and they all say doesn't matter what you do with the Amazon Fire tablets, if you root them or not, they still won't keep the connection to Home Assistant. They'll just keep disconnecting, which is like, well, what's the point then? Dark Nazark says, I get the reasoning because there are far more security risks nowadays and far more people aren't tech savvy using the internet, but it's very annoying. Yeah, I agree. But if you're only using the tablet for a browser, all of those security patches aren't doing anything, right? They're not doing anything. So there should be an option. It should be an optional thing to do. You should be able to go into the settings and go, I don't want this. And that should be your choice. I don't disagree that updates are a bad thing. I disagree that you having no choice about it. And you used to be able to use software to like turn it off on the Fires, but they've blocked it now, so you can't do that. It will always do an update whether you want it to or not. Like, why? Why you insist on not letting me have a choice? If I break it, just put it in your terms and conditions. Put it in the terms and conditions when I buy it. If I turn updates off and it breaks, I don't get warranty. Fine, don't care. Don't need a warranty. We either sue or pew-pew. There are no other choices. Yeah. Do you play vanilla Minecraft or just create mod? No, just create mod now. I don't play Minecraft at all for fun anymore. And vanilla, for me, I find quite lackluster and boring these days. I'm really enjoying modded, but vanilla's just too vanilla for me. Wi-Fi is a security issue. But maybe if you live in a big city where you've got loads of scammers, but I live out in nowhere. Nobody's trying to steal my Wi-Fi. It's fine. And the network's not connected to anything that's going to, have any negative. If someone hacked my network, fine. They're not going to get anything because there's nothing connected to it that of any importance to me. They might be able to turn the lights in my kitchen on and off. Oh no. I don't care. Just let me turn off the updates. You could at least, they could at least say, do you understand X, Y, Z if you turn off the updates? Exactly. Exactly. I'm trying to steal your Wi-Fi. Good. Good luck. Know what happens if you do that? I changed my password. How do you set up create mod? Type that in YouTube or Google. Google's AI will answer it for you, or YouTube will teach you how to do it if you're struggling. They would use your devices for DDoS attacks. That's fine. That's not affecting me. That affects the people they're trying to attack. That's fine. I don't care. I would notice that, though. My network could flag up and go, hey, there's problems going on here, mate. We should deal with this. Look, I'm going to be honest. If I can steal your Wi-Fi, I'm going to sell my secrets. I'm in Australia, so it's going to be mighty hard. I don't have any secrets. Good luck. Modded is the way to go anymore. Started playing modded and have a hard time playing vanilla Minecraft with the kids. Yeah, exactly, Wraith. Agree. What browser do you use? Chrome. Do you want my postcode? Mother's maiden name? Last few digits of my thingy number? There's no problem. Foxy needs to be our IT admin. I never played vanilla. I'm not sure I want to. LMAO says totally Sean. Lamau. Lamau. I must be old if I want to turn the lights off. I use the switch at the wall. See, I was totally and 100% agree with you. I don't see the advantage of having, like, Alexa turn my lights on or, like, do it on my phone rather than a light switch. There's no point in that at all. But when you get beyond that and you go, oh, look, I can add a button on Home Assistant that sets away mode on my house, activates all my alarms, put my lights on a cycle that like basically simulates as if someone's at home turning lights on an evening, will notify me if it detects presence in a certain room. It will allow me to trigger alarms and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden the smart stuff makes sense to me. And like to be able to walk in my office and when the thing on the wall's working, go, oh right, it's time to stream, and I press a single button on the little controller on the wall. All my lights change to the stream setting. My stream lights come on. I can get it to like set up OBS and everything on my PC as well at the same time, although I don't because I prefer to do that manually. There's just so many advantages to that automation that just, yeah, make life better. But just to turn a light on and off, I don't get it. I don't get why anyone would have an Alexa to turn on the room, the light to the room they're already sat in. That doesn't make sense to me. Work meeting. Let me know when you're free, Foxy, and I'll dip. Oh, okay. You dip me. What am I getting dipped in? I'd be happy not to need to run down the dark hole to my bed, says totally Shan. For mobility issues, an assistant turning lights on is very helpful. Yeah, okay, from that point of view, yeah, that's a good point. But for the general populace, just being able to turn the light on in the room you're in, not really that useful, I don't think. I never had an issue without a smart system. Let's put it that way. When it went to turning lights on and off in my room, but then I'm not disabled. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm not handicapped in any way, so I have an advantage there. But I'm talking generalness rather than specific use cases, because there's always going to be a specific use case for things, and I'm not saying that things shouldn't exist because of that. but from my personal point of view, I haven't seen a necessity or a requirement for that from my own personal experience. But now I do, so thank you for that. My Alexa is for music primarily. I won it in a raffle. It also has a setting that tells you to drink if you cough. Oh, really? An alarm for the cats to be fed dinner, which they go mental for. Oh, amazing. What if someone gets in your Wi-Fi and then gets into my computer and then they will get your session token of YouTube and they will steal my YouTube channel? Oh, no. Oh, no. Steal my YouTube channel. They won't. My computer, unless I'm at it, is never on. Doesn't stay on. I would notice if someone was fiddling with it. That's why we have kids. We get them to do it, says Rachel. Can you please stop telling Alexa to turn my lights on? Sorry about that. Yeah, I definitely won't be having any like A word or G word assistants plugged into my system. I have set up a voice assistant through Home Assistant, although I don't like the voice and I can't figure out how to change it. So I can talk to it through my phone if I want to, but I haven't found any desire or need to be able to do that yet. But the useful thing about that, having your whole home smart, you can go, hey, is there anyone in the garden? And it goes, no. You're like, okay, thanks. Like, I've been able to set up a thing to detect if there's no presence detected anywhere in the house and my phone's not at home, it will then ping my phone and go, hey, have you gone away? Don't forget to press the away mode button. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. And I can even like click on that notification and click set away mode straight from that. So there are useful things for it, but it's not all useful. Right, well, where are we going? We've done the top, so we're now down this side. This is going to be complex. So really we need to work on that and building up to this, but I'm going to go across the bottom first. But Foxy, as a YouTuber, you have to leave your comp on so you can complain about memory leak when you have lag skill issues. Nope, if I'm not on my PC, if I'm not in this room, the computer's off. Doesn't need to be on. Watch Network Chuppy has the tutorials change the voice to your own voice. I've followed so many tutorials to do it, and none of them work. I can't get it to work. The problem with Home Assistant, much like all of these things I've just been complaining about, they lock their system down more and more and more with each update, and you can't get to the files that you need to get to add in new voices to the voice thing anymore. I'm using Piper, which I followed a tutorial that literally, I read a news article yesterday going, hey, I've made my Home Assistant have the GLaDOS voice. Followed that tutorial, doesn't work. His one is guaranteed to work. So was the other one I read. Yeah. Everything says that it's guaranteed to work. Say goodbye now, as you'll probably be finished by the time I get back from school run, says Mitz. See you later, Mitz. Enjoy school run. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Foxy, do you mind if I steal your YouTube channel? I'll just use Wake on LAN to turn on your PC. You won't. Not possible to turn on my PC with Wake on LAN because I use a PCI Express network card, not one on the back of the motherboard, so you can't. Good luck with that as well. Network Chuck is good on YouTube if you haven't seen. I think I've seen a few things that they did. When they're the ones that are always talking about coffee, aren't they? They're the coffee guy. I think I found him quite irritating. But I did watch a bunch of his stuff. Yes, Azuma, yeah. Yeah, I find him quite irritating to watch, but some of his tutorials are genuinely quite useful. I've watched quite a few of his Raspberry Pi things, like making like Raspberry Pi NASs and network switches and things. Foxy's the IT pro, says Don Planto. Lol. Time is it because I'm from Germany? Don't they have clocks in Germany? They're so mean to you. You should write to your local government and say, I demand to be allowed a clock. I can't believe they don't let you have clocks. That's awful. Talk about oppression. What if we put a deployer right next to the power button, turn on my PC? I don't think deployers really work in real life. And good luck finding the power button because it's custom. It's built into my walls and my room, my PC. It's not in a PC case, and the power button isn't where you'd expect it to be. Foxy, you can tell you're a dad, says you know, puppet. Maybe. Sue them for guarantee not working, says Drummy. Yeah. Good idea. Have I got any? No, I haven't got any shafts on me, so I can't do that. Need to go get some shafts. Before we do that, though, let's add in this next row. Remove all of the lights and get everything spawning in here again. So we would. Oh, that's going to be tricky, actually. I should do that row, but I can't really have that row because we're going to have a big hole in the wall there. So how am I going to put lanterns on this next bit? I've got an idea. Per the Accords, after World War II, Germany was not allowed clocks, says Drummy. Oh man, sucks to be you. I would move if I was you. If they said to me, not allowed a clock, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm leaving. Right, we're going to take some of them. I don't need any more of those. We've got those. Yeah, we're all good. Throwlodge says, hi, Foxy. Hi, Throwlodge. Lol, remember when you had your router plugged right into where Nellie's bed was? Always worried she wouldn't wag her tail and unplug it. Yeah, I've had a lot of non-permanent setups over the years. I'm slowly getting towards a point where I'm actually happy with everything. That said, so all of my networking is set up in a place in my house that I'm not going to say now because apparently you're all going to hack me. And that all needs properly wiring in. At the moment it's a bit of a spaghetti minefield. Right, so that can start again over here. That's good. So what we're going to do, peeps, we're going to be smart here. I'm going to use these metal brackets to hang the lanterns, but downwards. Back in the Nelly cam days, is lawful. Is Nelly still with us? She is, but she just prefers to be looking out of the front room window. So she don't want to come in my office. She just wants to stay in the front room and look out the window and see if anyone's coming. She sits on the arm of the sofa. Well, a bum on the arm of the sofa and her legs over the top of the sofa, just staring out the window all day long. Seeing who's coming. She's better than my ring. What network stuff do you use? I use Unify. I have got Unify access points for my wireless, but I've got a server, I've got a NAS, I've got those things which are in a place. I can't stick them on there. Or maybe I can put chains on there. Let's go get some chains. I'll have them a bit dangly, these ones. Does Twitch Prime sub get you the cape? I have no idea. My dog, and he squished my sofa cushion. Yeah, the arm of that sofa is not quite as in good shape as it was. But to be fair, that sofa's quite old now and does need to go. So, although we're keeping it for her, when we get a new sofa for my house renovation, and that sofa is going, that's going to go into a different room, and it's going to be Nellie's sofa still, so she's still got a sofa, although there isn't going to be a window directly behind it, so I don't know if she'll like it anymore. Right, we need some chain. Oh, we got chain. Anyone else got any questions, ideally ones that aren't about trying to access my network to prove a point that I need to be more secure? How about we just don't bother trying to break into my network, that'd be good. Right, okay. Can I put chains on these? I can. Excellent. No, I want my jetpack. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I was just clicking in the wrong place. No, it wasn't. I mean, they look connected to me. It would be nice if when you're trying to place a lantern on a chain, it would recognize that you're trying to place it on the chain and just place it at the bottom, regardless of where you click on it. It is quite fiddly trying to get that little bit at the bottom of the chain. Oh, hang on a minute. Did you miscalculate blonde block again? Oh, jeez. Lol, the underwater elevator. You're going to build something to... Oh, you have... I don't mind it being... You get a... You know, it's a nice shower on the way down into your workshop. Give you a nice clean. Lovely. Does this mean you will need to renovate the wall to add a window? Maybe a screen connected to a camera facing the street. No, I'm sure she'll probably end up sitting on the new sofa looking out the window instead. No, I think I got it. I think everything's fine. Oh, hang on. No, that's fine. They're all good. They're all good. Everyone tell me I've done it one. What's my Wi-Fi password? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for subscribing with Prime Cutie Basin. Appreciate that. What's the square root of pi? 5. It'd be 1 point something, I would imagine. I don't know, actually. I have no idea. Not a clue. Get a calculator. That's the answer to that question. What do your block stacks look like, mined, etc.? I've opened a lot of barrels. I've opened a lot of chests. I've taken a lot of damage. I don't think we've got block. Have we got block breaking? Killed a lot of mobs. Oh no, that's me. I've jumped a lot of times. I do a lot of jumping apparently. Don't think we've got blocks broken. Is that one that you have to set up like yourself? Yeah, I guess so. 1 point something. I knew it would be. There you go. The same password as my luggage, says Drummy. Oh, and PS4 Killjoy got you there before that. The same one. And then Throwlash before that as well. I wonder what's the most common password on luggage. Looks the chat, says Rent. Click general. For blocks, click general. Oh, okay. And items. Many stone. What's the thing I broke the least of? Iron. How many shafts have you crafted? Oh, geez, I don't know. A lot. Probably the thing I've crafted most. Oh no, iron nuggets, apparently the thing I've crafted most. 3,000 shafts. Right, well, anyway, where was I? Before we got carried away with statistics. Oh, I don't have enough shafts. Speaking of shafts. If you could bring any build you've made in previous series, what would it be and why, says Mummy Sugar. I think I would like to bring the little cottages I had in my Season 2 world near my starter island. I just really like those, but we don't have the mods I would need to bring those, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I like those. I like my little cottages. And I like my ski resort as well that I did in my first season. I really like my ski resort. Think Stam takes you to court, you should request a trial by combat. I never win against Stam. Absolutely not. Stam good at combat. Foxy no tail bad. The snowy town was amazing looking, says Drummy. Yeah, I enjoyed building that area. Ski lift with a chain now. Yeah, you could do. I don't know if you could have a contraption on a chain. What am I after? Oh, I've only got... I need to make some more andesite alloy. That's why I've crafted so many thingies. Okay, we're going to have to empty my inventory for a second. I have to make some andesite alloy. All right, 3 of them. And then we need a chest full of that. We turn all of these into nuggets. And go put them in the nugget machine. Yes, but Foxy No Tail is really good at combat. Oh, the horse. The horse does the combat for me. Now I can get on board with that idea. Put those in there. No. Go get the andesite. Do you have an ad in your base? Apparently, yeah. Apparently I've got ads in my base. I paid for no ads. Pay subscription. I still get ads. Put that in there. And here we go. Oh, look at it go. It's so quick. You don't have to fight him. You can request a contender. Just get Foxy to fight, says Crack J.O. I don't think I'd get away with that. Is there a build you'd like to rebuild in any way? What do you think? If you've seen my content, out of all the things I've built before, what would you like to see me rebuild? Do you have a system to put coal in your mixer blaze burner? No. I was going to, but then it turned out I really didn't need to do that because I only use it like twice this entire season. Beardy's power plant. No, I think they were talking about things I've built before in my other series that they'd like me to build again, not things that someone else has built. No, you do it where you have to champion fight for you, and then he picks some other one on the server. You summon a wither, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't think any of that's happening. I wouldn't get your hopes up. I'm just gonna get some more brackets while I'm here. No, you're not. You need more nuggets. I'm not getting any more brackets while I'm here. Your TB mansion could turn out really cool with the modded blocks. TB mansion? Do you have a mansion on TB? What season? I did that castle build. Which mansion did I have? No, just go and destroy someone else's build and rebuild it for them, says Yoshino Puppet. Well, welcome, Stout, my fixture base. I don't think that would go down very well. Oh, I'd left my items there. I think that might get flagged as griefing. Mello's just upgraded their PC and it's so smooth now. I would like to see the moon car racetrack redone. Oh, I'm in the wrong hole. Yeah, I like that one. I would like to have those little cars on here and make more racetracks. That would be awesome. Where's my hole? It's here. Only one way to find out. I'm not breaking anyone's stuff. Pontin says, wow, it's been a while since you built chicken washer. 100% not a cooker, says Pontin. Yeah. Foxy, were there any create add-ons that you wanted to try but didn't get around to, or they didn't fit in your... No, not really. I always keep my eye on create mod add-ons. And there's obviously lots of different ones, but I can't think of any that I was desperate for that, or that I was really that bothered about that I hadn't already tried. I'm in the wrong hole, folks. Well, no, I didn't mean it like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I really loved the second island in the second Create series with the lighthouse and the barns. Was very cool. Yeah, that's my favourite. I also can't believe Eggs broke in to put a flyer in your base. It's not breaking in. We're allowed to go in each other's bases, just not allowed to steal stuff. Definitely enjoyed the racing, says Neon God. Yeah, that was good fun. I think that was the first time I'd played with Stam, and he came and just absolutely annihilated us all on that. He was a bit good at Mario Kart, it turned out, in Minecraft. I like the tavern from the mining village. Is that... Oh, are you talking about with the series with Mr. Beardstone? Yeah, I like that tavern. It was a good tavern. The one I converted a church. Thinking the Castle 2 really like that one, says Lawful. What's up, says Cool's Games. Hello. Which tunnel are you fixing? The first one, well, you went the wrong way. The second one, The first one's going to become something else. Someone else. For 5 years, I was trapped on a desert island, while also a little bit of the time being in Russia and America, and I went on holiday, and then I did other things for a while, and then I went back to the island for a bit, and then I went back to Russia and some other places, and then I became something else. Does anyone remember that? Balrog. What exactly did you and Beardy think you were playing when you played Deceased Craft? That was good fun. I wish I'd managed to record my side of it properly, because I really enjoyed that. That was hilarious. But I didn't. So that sucks. Is that from Arrow? Yes, it was. Yeah, Green Arrow, or Arrow as it was. Yeah. You remember, like in the first series, it was I spent 5 years trapped on a desert island, and then as the more and more series came out, like it turned out he'd not been on the island all that much at all. He'd been all over the world doing all sorts of things. 3 minutes to go, says Mama Sugar. Yeah, sounds about right. Poor Roxy's still being held hostage. Foxy, where are you? Help. Quietly weeps in the corner. It's okay. It's all right. The plan I've got, it's fine. I got a plan, and it will totally negate any of the time she spent being unhappy or miserable. It's all good. The first series, nothing else happened after that. Nope. Oh, did you not like it after the first series? Wow. I got to admit, the later series, they weren't the best. Let me guess. Time Machine again, says Ray. No. Foxy's going to be a feral fox by the time Foxy gets to her. Wow. How's it going? New to the stream. Thought I'd tune in and say hello, said Cool Dog Wolf. Oh, well, hello. Welcome. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Appreciate it. I feel if you cleared a building in Deceased Craft and based on it after securing it, you'd have done better in it. Yeah. But we didn't do that, though, did we? I don't know what you're talking about, time machines. I've never done a time machine in Minecraft, ever. Only, I think, pretty much almost every single series I've done. But apart from those, I don't think I've ever done time machines in Minecraft. Yeah. Wiggly ones. And ends up taking Roxy from Foxy, you begin with. What? Can't remember. Have you done the time train from Back to the Future 3 yet? I'd like to do that. And I'm not going to say that it's not on my list. Time machines feel stupid in Minecraft, says Millie Camper. Why? Why do they feel stupid? Time machines good fun. It's all about the storytelling and how you do it. And how many world downloads you've remembered to take throughout the course of the series. Loved Jack as Doctor Who. Speaking of timey-wimey stuff. Yeah, there you go. See? Just those few little times, says Totally Shan. Yeah, exactly. My favourite build was the giant flying skateboard, says Throwlash. Look, people needed to, they needed to realise, they needed to understand. Just because I'm making a train in Minecraft doesn't make me a train enthusiast. Doesn't make me suddenly know everything there is to know about trains. So, you know, they needed to know it's just Minecraft. It's for fun. It's a game. Not real. It's not my fault they got very upset about it. Recreate the chocolate factory. You kind of did a chocolate factory, I guess. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it's worth recreating. Recreating. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. Oh, hang on, I've lost count because I said so exciting. There. No. Oh, jeez. I'll just keep counting. They all start looking the same after a while. It makes your eyes go squiffy. Right, good. Counting with Foxy. I know. I'm getting there. At some point or other, my mum says she's going to get me going beyond 5, and then I'll be really rolling then. But she's quite busy. Everyone in the chat starts shouting random numbers. I'm not going to be looking at chat while I'm doing counting. Your effort's wasted. Speaking of wasted, it's too hot. Put AC back on auto, which it won't change because I'm recording. See, my AC's clever. If I'm recording, it won't change because I say don't change while I'm recording because it makes a beep noise which you can't turn off. Why they made a machine that you can't turn the beep off, I don't know. But if I'm recording, it won't beep because it won't change. So I'll just get colder and colder and colder. Oh, I'm so proud, Foxy. You've come so far, says Yoshino Puppet. I know, right? Hey, Jobned, you're doing it backwards. It's not going to help anyone. One of these times, Foxy's time travel experiments are going to go horribly wrong, and we're going to be left with a regular fox holding a diamond in his mouth. No. My things never go wrong. Everything always works out perfectly. When have I ever done anything that didn't work out 100% the way I intended it to? Let's be honest. I can't remember a time when that happened. And I bet none of you can either. So we go them square ones. Can someone clip that and then edit when things went wrong? Wow. You'll be waiting a long time. What's the worst that can happen, says Jungle Flied. Exactly. That's like saying the moon has always been intact, says Pontin Plays. There's nothing wrong with the moon. Apparently it's ignoring the fact... Oh, is that... is the other OBS it's connected to. It will do it while I'm streaming, apparently. I have different profiles, okay? It's not my fault. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's right. Every time my partner and I watch your vids and you say, what's the worst good to happen, we just share a look. Nuclear power plant failed at first. Look, that was a one-off. Apart from that, when has anything ever gone wrong? Right, so then we need to dig out behind those. Oh no, we just put these ones on here. That's good. I can do that. Put these on here. Lovely. Then I can dig up the torches on the bottom, put the second row of blocks down here, and then we're all good. Pans over to the first tunnel. And that, yeah. But apart from those two things, I bet you can't think of any others. Foxy makes time machine. Dinosaurs working in giant offices wearing long tights. No. That thing we all wish we could do, she says, ignoring her to watch the stream. What? I'm very confused. Bye, I'm starting school, says Linker. See ya. Have fun at school. Hope you have a nice school day. This all going away. Don't need any of this bit. Welcome back, mates. You're still going? Yeah, I know, I'm late. I'm 7 minutes overdue. Yay, I made it to your stream, says Iron Bloodforge. Hello, welcome. Time flies, says Mama Sugar. It does. But does it, though? Is that just something we said, or does time actually fly? Because I've never seen it flying, but I imagine if it was going to have a way of getting around, it probably would fly. It's probably something I'll never know. Right, peeps. This is the last row of blocks that I'm placing, so if you've got anything burning that you need to deal with because you've been watching this and you've let it burn, then go and turn it off. And I meant, I like burning questions, but my worms didn't come out properly. Oh, I haven't put my little thingies at the bottom, and I've run out of them. Wait. Ow. I've worn a watch on a plane, so yes, says Mama Sugar. Well, there you go. Never chucked a clock out of the window. You mean defenestrated it? You've never defenestrated a clock. That's the appropriate use of the terminology. If you don't know what defenestration is, then look it up. I threaten my kids with it regularly. And their items and their electronics. Are you going to end soon? I am. Any minute now. Turn the oven off, peeps, says Job Ned. I'm ending in a minute. I'm just doing this last line of these, and then I'm going to use the last few brackets I've got. And then that's it. Until another day. Till next Tuesday. Alright, these go directly under the lanterns, which is tricky because I can't see the lanterns and them at the same time. This feels different from that side. It's fine. Just something to do next stream when I have to demolish it all and put it back together again. This tunnel's taking a long time, isn't it? I mean, I know that we talked about wands of symmetry and things, but I really didn't think it'd take this long just to sort of place a handful of blocks, really. But we've not even started on the complicated bit yet. There we go. All of those in place. There's a little bit of that bit still to do, but I think that's a good start for today. He says on the second stream on it. That's 4 hours we've done on this tunnel. 4 hours. It's crazy. Don't need that on now. Put that off. Put that in there. Organise those a bit. Take all my stuff so Throwlash doesn't get all upset at me for leaving everything in his base. Then he realises it's not fine. What? Oh, my phone's ringing. That must mean it is time to end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.